What up, Instagram? All right, about to bounce on with my guy A-Rod. Big day for both of us. Vayner Media's first Super Bowl commercial, and A-Rod's in it. Super excited about that, and gonna see if I can grab him on live. What up, Lewis? And say what's up. Also, make sure you go and check out Mr. Peanut on Twitter, because we have serious Super Bowl action on Twitter with Mr. Peanut, which I'm fired up about. So, let's see if A-Rod comes on. Yeah, Lewis, I heard you were there. I bounced. I left this morning back to New York. Kai Green, what up, baby? Thanks for coming through. Roland, what up? Roland in the building. Roland, I used some of your music in a piece of content recently. Everything's good, Kilo the Kid. All right, there's A-Rod. So he will be coming on. Let's see what my A-Rod is doing. Mika, what up?
What's up, my brother?
What up? You looking good, man. I like the scenery.
Not as good as you. Not as good as you, brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Big day. Everybody here is excited. We're kind of getting ready. We got Jen in the background. I got a lot of everyone's ready for Super Bowl, my brother.
I love it, man. Well, listen, first of all, thank you for starring in the Mr. Peanut Super Bowl spot. How real quick, how'd that go down? How was the shoot? Like, what's your hot take of your first Super Bowl commercial appearance?
Yeah, first of all, your company did an unbelievable job. I mean, A to Z, they were unbelievable. But my biggest thrill was working with Mr. Peanut. He's been around 103 years. He was the big celebrity.
Iconic.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was so exciting, and it was flawless.
Alex, let me bounce around here a little bit, just because I'm pumped to be on with you and have our fans on. Talk to me about a couple things. One, like, your entrepreneurial ventures are getting so serious. Like, the amount of people that came up to me in Atlanta, I just got back from Atlanta. Like, the amount of people, because they know we're friendly, they've seen some of the Super Bowl buzz, they're just like, man, A-Rod's really, like, flipped the switch. Like, he's really going hard. Like, when you were playing, obviously you were such a big-time player, were you entrepreneurial? Or did, after baseball stop, did you get into a place where you were, like, super focused to, like, scratch the competitive itch and it's built up?
I just knew that when you walked in a room, people thought, you're an athlete, you're dumb. And I used that to fuel me. I used that as a competitive advantage. And I knew that I had 10, 20, 15, whatever amount of time to prep for life after baseball. I knew I made a lot of capital from age 20 to 40, and I was able to leverage that for the next 20 or 30 years. I always try to think ahead. I surrounded myself with the greatest people in the world. Because I hit home runs, people wanted to be around me. I wanted to be around them because they were smarter than me and they can teach me something. So I took my 20-year career plus as an education to the next level.
When did it start getting, like, did it compound as you play? I mean, I can't imagine, you know, obviously you come in the league. I was collecting cards heavy. The hype was so real for a while. Like, you came in super young and were super successful. I assume at that point, you're mainly focused on just becoming the best baseball player in the world, right? Like, you, at 2022, you weren't necessarily heavy focused on the business side. It was like, let me just be the best baseball player. Or was it always kind of in the background in your mind?
It was always in the background. I mean, ever since I was 10 years old, I've had an entrepreneur spirit. And I wanted to be two things when I was a 10-year-old. I wanted to be a baseball player, major leagues, but don't we all? And I wanted to be a businessman and be a part of a CEO or CEO of a major company, but I wanted to make things happen.
Hold on, this is pissing me off because I also want to do that, except I couldn't do the baseball player part. You know, it's funny. AJ and I started a sports agency. We're focused on football at first, and it's mainly because after football, it's about being, you know, so many of us who are watching right now got into business because we, somewhere around 2nd, 5th, 8th grade, we realized we couldn't play at the highest levels of sports. The democratization of business is exciting, but not everybody's going to be a successful entrepreneur. The fact that you were able to scratch both those itches are pretty amazing.
Well, I was lucky. The average career is 5.5 years. And if you think about an athlete, you make 90% of your money from age 20 to 30. And in our league, Major League Baseball, less than 5% have a college degree. So with that information alone, it scared the crap out of me. and I started going in the offense, and I started buying assets and paying debt over time. So when I retired, I had something to lean back on. I started out of fear, not out of intelligence.
I get that. I think fear drives a lot of people in the right direction at times. One other thing I wanted to jam with you about, obviously, like we were planning to go on live and talk about the Super Bowl commercial, but that's super easy. Everyone's second quarter, A-Rod stars in his first Super Bowl commercial, VaynerMedia's first Super. That's, you know what? Knowing that we're gonna be friends forever, I'm pretty excited that that our first Super Bowl spot has your first Super Bowl commercial appearance. So that's exciting. So that's second quarter, and everybody watching, make sure you follow Mr. Peanut during the on Twitter during this. We got a bunch of stuff going on. But Alex, there's one more thing I was curious about. I'm so fascinated about Major League Baseball's stance right now with players as the NBA and NFL and esports for that matter, and UFC and boxing for that matter, continue to be in a place where their athletes get more and more famous, bigger and bigger. Baseball, guys like Javier Baez, even Bryce Harper, who has toned down, Mike Trout. Like, what's your take on Major League Baseball's scenario where their players are just not known? Like, let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, I think we have to flip the script. And I think for forever, when you and I were growing up, baseball was number one. And now it's dropped to number 3. But I think our greatest liability is the fact that the season's too long. But if we take that in a world where content is king, we are the king of content. So I would say open up the floodgates from 4 to 7. Educate your fans that you can actually watch Mike Trout every day at 4:08, take some cracks. Aaron Judge, the greatest athletes in the world, because by the time the 7th and 8th inning, most of the next generation, they're sleeping.
Yes.
So I would just think we have to be very aggressive. We have to forget about being in the sports business. We are in the entertainment business, and make the World Series and the Hall of Fame a must-go event. Get the J-Los of the world. Get Beyonce. Get Jay-Z. Make it so my kids, 14 and 10 years old, they don't watch TV. TV's dead. They're on their phones. And if I can get Ariana Grande or Selena Gomez or whoever these next generations, get them involved with baseball. We're a $10 billion business. Take 200 and throw it in a pot, and let's just make it fun again.
You know what's crazy about it to me? I spend every day thinking about Latino males, right? Because all our biggest brands know in the next 20, 30 years, obviously the population, it's going to be incredible. And where are the best Latino athletes in what sport? They're in baseball. The Baez's, the Ramirez, like it's crazy. There's such an opportunity. It's good to see Bregman. Bregman's starting to really push. You see him?
I love him.
Pushing it.
I'm coaching him through.
I know he's got love for you.
You will love him. Gary, last thing I'm going to tell you here, and I know you got to run because you're always moving, but tomorrow is my second episode on my YouTube channel, and I'm really excited about it because we've been talking about this for a while. What I would love to do is I would like to do one show where I'm following you for a full 24 hours from the time you get up, and you do the same with me and see how much fun we can have together.
It's done. Send me a text.
Perfect.
Prediction. One last prediction. You got a prediction?
You know, my guys, Robert Kraft and Tom Brady. I got to go with my guys. I know it's so boring. I know.
It's not boring. I'm a dumb.
Listen, when you own the Jets, I promise you, I won't go against you.
Okay.
I won't go against you.
Okay, good man. Enjoy. Thank you, brother. Talk to you.
All right. Thank you.
Stay well. All right. A-Rod, talk about just rebooting. A-Rod's, had so much going on. And for him to just put this, putting in the work and the execution changes everything. The perception, just where he was, and for him to go out and do the stuff he's doing in entrepreneur land now is just winners win. It's just the reality of it. Anyway, nonetheless, hope everybody has a tremendous Super Bowl. Go spend time with the fam. I miss all of you. Looking forward to grinding tomorrow. Actually, Johnny Bones, we can make it cool again. That was cool. We can make it double cool if you want to grab this. What's up, my man? Let's go, Bones. Let's go, Bones. Bones is tied up. You're right, Drew. Stroman's right. That is A-Rod 2.0. And everybody's got 3.0 in them. So everybody, a lot of you 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, make sure you focus on your 2.0 and 3.0. And make sure if you want to have some real fun during this Super Bowl, go follow Mr. Peanut on Twitter. And check that because we got something up our sleeve trying to mix up the the social media Super Bowl commercial game. Go follow Mr. Peanut on Twitter. I love you guys. So fired up that I met so many of you this weekend. Thank you, everybody who came to the Vayner Sports 1:37 p.m. party, which was completely litty. YGT Grizzly Low Key, thank you. Next year's Miami party is going to be must see. You might as well drive to Miami now. Hold up camp. Next year's party will be ridiculous. Second quarter, hype up your friends. Mr. Peanut, Planters, see ya.